Hello, I'm Sean, your Movie Madman, and I'm back. And today is Monday. So today I'm going to be talking to you about a new release. Well, you say that. Actually, I say a new release. It's not actually a new release, it's more an old release that's been re-released. Today we're going to talk about Avatar. So this is basically a double review. Today I'm going to be talking about Avatar the Blu-ray, and I'm also going to be talking about my experience seeing it in IMAX 3D on Friday afternoon. So let's get on with that, yeah? This is the only edition of Avatar that I have, mainly because there's only really a couple of editions of this out there. So I just got the full Collectors Edition. This has all three versions of the film in this collection. You've got the theatrical version, you've got the extended version, and then you've got the extended version, just because James Cameron loves extending his films. I'm willing to bet that when he made Avatar 2, he just cut out an hour and he will just put that hour back in 15-minute segments over the next 5 years. Look forward to that, all the different extended versions of Avatar 2. But anyway, so this is probably the only Blu-ray that I have that has two slip covers. So you take the first slip cover off, and you got a second one here as well, which is quite nice, very colourful. I'll take that out too. Then you've got nice normal front cover there, and the back cover there, and the spine. And on the inside you've got one disc. You've also got two more discs there as well. I'm pretty sure that all three versions of the film are on the same disc, and the other two discs are just crammed with 50 million special features. Out of all of the Blu-rays that I have, this is probably one of my most excited, waiting for it to come out on 4K. I hear rumours that it's meant to be out around the time that Avatar 2 comes out in the cinema. Either that, or it will probably be released in 4K when Avatar 2 is released on physical media next year. But I would love it if it came out when Avatar 2 came out in the cinema, because then we'd get it sooner. I have seen the 1080p version of this through my 4K TV. Also, it got upscaled a little bit through the 4K player, so it was a very, very colourful and amazing experience. And that was just in 1080p, so I am very much looking forward to when this comes out in 4K, whether or not he'll release all three versions of this in 4K, or whether or not he'll just release the theatrical, or maybe only release the extended version. We don't know just yet. Knowing James Cameron, he will probably sell all three versions separately and make you buy every single version separately. But who knows, maybe he'll put all three films on one disc. Well, I'm not sure you could if it was 4K, but that's another mathematical story that you don't care about. There's not really any need to go through what's extended and what's not. If you have seen the extended version, then you already know. If not, you can go on to movie-censorship.com, type in Avatar, and it will show you everything that's extended in both versions and compare them as well, so that's pretty good. More importantly, so I got to see this in the cinema. I got to see this in IMAX 3D for the first time, because when this first came out back in the day, it was only showing in a 3D screen. There were no IMAX screens near where I lived, and I wasn't about to take the train to London just to watch a film. But now there is IMAXs that are close to me, so I got the chance to be able to see this in 3D in the IMAX today, and I'm going to tell you what I thought. Alright. Now firstly, you need to know it's just the theatrical version that's been re-released into the cinema, so it isn't the special extended edition. but it's still Avatar, so who cares. 3D, obviously, a big part of it. There is a lot of 3D depth, I noticed, when you watch Avatar in IMAX 3D, rather than there being loads and loads of stuff coming out of the screen. You still get stuff coming out of the screen, which is pretty cool, but there is a lot more depth to it too, so you feel like you're looking down a really long hallway and you can see all the way to the end. That is what 3D depth is, and I think that's something that James Cameron really explored with the first Avatar, and hopefully the next one. There was a lot of 3D depth. There's a lot of moments where you literally feel like you're about to fall inside the screen, but it doesn't matter because you know you're safe in a chair, so it's all right, isn't it? Obviously the picture looks absolutely amazing in the IMAX, what with it being 4K and twice as bright, and obviously rather large. The whole film, no matter which version you watch, no matter where you watch it, every single version of this film is shot in 1.7, so there aren't any black bars at the top and the bottom, and it just fills the screen. So that's obviously a big step up when you watch it in the IMAX, because you got a full screen picture all the way through the film as well, so that's very exciting and impressive. The amount of times it literally looked like there was water coming out of the screen and making the screen wet, it was pretty mad. I might go as far to say Avatar in 3D in the IMAX, probably the best film I've seen in an IMAX screen in 3D, easily. I look forward to seeing Avatar 2 in there and seeing what he's done with that. I hear there's a lot more water in the second one, what with the title, The Way of Water, might have something to do with it. I didn't notice any of these little cheesy adjustments that allegedly he's done to the first Avatar and spruced it up a little bit like he did with Terminator 2, where he changed bits, visible stuntmen, that sort of thing. They do that a lot. George Lucas did it with Star Wars, Steven Spielberg did it with E.T. There's loads of old films where the director's like, oh, I'm going to go back and add things in, and he's just like, why? Just leave it. You're literally ruining your own film. But when it comes to Avatar, I don't think I noticed anything that was added or different or spruced up, so maybe he changed his mind, or maybe I'm just really thick, or both. I think I'm going to wrap this up for today. I'll be back on Wednesday to show you a new release in 4K of an old film, so you've got that to look forward to. If you could, thank you. Goodbye.